Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a brew built around the new Sozin's Comet, which is 5 mana. For sorcery, each creature you control gains Firebending 5 until end of turn. So when they attack, you get 5 additional mana. You can foretell it for 3 mana. Well, you foretell it for 2 mana to kind of exile it, and then you can play it for 3 mana. So you can kind of play it in installments. You can actually foretell with Firebending mana too, which is kind of nice. But basically, we're trying to take advantage of this card by playing a bunch of outlets for this mana that you're going to make with Sozin's Comet, because you can make a ton of mana with this card. The first one we've got is Bayo, which lets you basically float all this mana until, you know, your next main phase or your next turn, and then whenever it leaves the battlefield, you can use all that mana to basically fireball your opponent. So this is probably the best card with this Comet. If you have this out and then you attack with a bunch of things, you can just float tons of mana and potentially win. If you have another one of those, you can legend rule it to make it leave the battlefield. But your opponent has to deal with it eventually, and then you can just fireball them essentially with all the mana. So that's one way to use the Sozin's Comet mana. And then the other way is just like a bunch of creatures with activated abilities. We've got the Bashtronaut, which you can pump, basically has fire breathing. Pretty good one drop in general. We've got the Fire Nation Cadets, which also kind of has fire breathing, 2 mana fire breathing. That's also why we're playing the Firebending Lesson, so you can give it firebending. The Fleeting Effigy has firebending as well. And then the Hired Claw and Kellan have some sort of mana sinks that you can use the mana to either pump the Hired Claw or the Kellan, and just cheap creatures, because you just want a bunch of creatures on the field when you cast the Comet. We also have the Draconautics Engineer, which is mana sink in terms of making dinosaurs, dragons, which is pretty nice and can give everything haste. And the Firebending Ascension can kind of double up all of the firebending triggers, so you can just make tons of mana. So that's basically the idea. Zhao, just a one of here. You can also pump all the mana into Zhao, and if your opponent is playing a bunch of non-basics, that could be pretty powerful. And the Searslicer Goblin is really just because we're trying to go wide here. We're trying to make a bunch of one-drops and put a bunch of creatures on the battlefield as soon as possible. And then that'll pump up the Sozin's Comet to make a ton of mana, and then use all the mana to make some huge, powerful attackers. So that is the idea of the deck, one of Fire Nation Palace, because, you know, why not? It goes with the firebending theme here. And yeah, let's jump into the games and see if Sozin's Comet is any good in Standard. A huge thank you to all my viewers who have joined my channel membership. I really appreciate all the support. Members get badges, emotes, and early access to all my videos. Click the link in the description below the video to join and get these perks today. Okay, opponent goes first. Kind of a weird hand, but maybe I'll try it. Layer Elves. Okay, well, we can take that out with the lesson. I think it's worth it rather than playing this. Always want to bolt the bird, typically. Pop Hatch Recruit. Okay. Okay, another one drop. So we could play 2 1-drops. We could play Zhao, which I don't feel like is doing much against these forests. So, yeah, let's just get these both down. This can get some firebending mana going. So potentially that's good. I'm gonna swing with the recruit. I don't hate just blocking, to be honest, but I think we'll just take here. And they have nothing. Okay. Well, that's definitely surprising. Well, if we attack, we can get this up to a bunch of mana. I think we just want to play Bayo, though. And attack. And then we can kind of float the mana. We could pump into this, but I think we'll just hold on to the mana, to be honest. And, well, I guess we could play Zhao also. It's not bad, actually. Maybe we'll do that, too. Nice little combo here. Yeah, just get everything down. Might as well. Okay, there's Badgermole Cub. Make that into the 1/1. Okay. There's a Comet. Kind of like that for telling that. Swinging with everything. Can't block this. Don't know if I really care. I mean, I could just... Maybe I just hold back, actually. I could play this. No, I think I'll just tell this. And attack in the air. And then next turn, just kind of go nuts. Load of mana. Make sure I don't forget that. Earth King General, sure. This is going to give us... I can play... So this is 3 mana. I can play one of these. At least, and then just go Comet for a ton here. Comet. And I get an extra mana from that actually as well. Could play another one of these. But they wouldn't have the Comet ability on it. So let's just swing everything here. Get our firebending going. Now we have what? 27 mana. Okay. So we could activate this. We could just hold the mana for Bayo. That's all they're gonna block. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8. And I can pump all the mana into here. I think I should win, right? Pretty sure. This can be... Yeah, this by itself will be enough. 14, yeah, that's enough. Alright, GG. Sweet, sweet. Got there. On to the next one. Okay, going first. Give this a keep. I'll lead with the Hired Claw, I guess. We can do double Cadets. Draw land. We can... Bayo. Yep. They play a creature. Like a 2/2. We're gonna want this out. So let's just do this and this. And blue. Okay. Island. Thing. Alright, another 1-drop. Removal spell, maybe? Get lost? Yep, that is fine. Do we go for the map? I think it might be worth it to try to hit another land. Another Bashtronaut. Probably don't want that. Let's keep going, I guess. There we go. Hit the land. Sure, we'll go for Kellan, I guess. No lesson in the graveyard, so those are not as good. Okay, Esper. Alright, Searslicer Goblin. Swing in. We can go Goblin plus Cadets here. Our Commando, sure. Block the Kellan, I guess. Fine. Let that go. Go Goblin. And Cadets. Pass the turn, make a token. Alright. Doing some stuff. We don't have a board sweeper. Kind of weird if they did. I mean, they're definitely not playing like they have one. But you never know. I don't really know exactly what they're playing. Mm-hmm. Okay. Taking our time. Right, go to combat. Swing on in. See what they do. Another get lost. Okay. Alright. I think we can just like use the maps here. Gotta hit more lands. Ooh. Oh, there's a Comet. Sure. Keep that on top. Question is, do we play around a board sweeper? Might regret this, but we'll go big or go home. I feel like they wouldn't be like get lost in our guys if they had a board sweeper. Okay, there is Elspeth. Yeah, that is certainly not a board sweeper. I can make a couple tokens. Well, we can definitely. Let's see. Let's map on the Bashtronaut, I think. Oh, it's a land. Okay, nice. So our mana sinks are these guys and this. I'm gonna attack all out at the Elspeth, I think. To take that out. It might be worth it. Yeah, I think it will be. Wait, Bayo. I mean, if we draw land, we can hard cast this. No. Hang. I think we swing all out at Elspeth. Maybe not the the Goblin. Maybe hold it back. Block one of the tokens. They can block two of the tokens, yeah. Let's see. So this will take out their tokens. And leave us with this, this, and this. We could pump this. This is 4, 5, or would be 4, 5, 6 to take out the Elspeth. Which could be worth it. Or we could let it live and play the the Comet. I'm gonna play it like this. And just take it out. Make another token. We could hard cast this next turn too. Or to the consoles. Alright, well let's frickin' go for it then. This is what we came to do. Have some fun. Get a lot of mana. Doesn't look like they have anything here. How much mana will we get? 30 mana. And pump this, pump this. Let's just spread it around. Because this is... I mean, this is a double strike, but if they have a removal, I mean, it doesn't look like they have any stop set, so... You can pump all of this. A bunch, I think, and... It didn't matter too much. 5. This is 10. 13, yeah, so even if they have pump spell, we should still have plenty of damage here. Okay, sweet. Very nice. Very good, alright, on to the next one. Okay, opponent goes first. We'll try this hand. Looks pretty good. Storm Chaser Talent, okay. Do I want to just take that out before it does any damage, or do I want to play Hired Claw? I feel like I just want to maybe take it out. If we played Higher Claw and then they go remove my Higher Claw attack, and it just doesn't feel as good. There's the Artist Talent. Another Bayo, okay. And go Effigy and Hired Claw. Swing for 2. Bounce it back. Alright. Temple. There's Gran. Okay. And here's the removal spell. Yep. Okay, it's gonna be tough. Okay. I think we do Effigy into Goblin here. And then play the Goblin. Make a token. And we could Firebend if we want to. Iroh's Demonstration. Yeah, that's rough. Attack. Discard another Gran. Now there's another Goblin, but do we want to do that? I think we just get down the Bayo here. Play this again. Attack for 2. Okay. Monument to Endurance, yep. That is the combo. Hope it's not a good last card. Okay, Combustion. And draw a discard. Draw a card or make me lose life? What they did? Okay. So we do this and this and this, or I could try to get Bayo down, I think. And we'll just try to go wide here. Play the Goblin. Play the Cadets. And pick up the cards. Oh, that was the one card I did not want them to draw. Now we are in trouble, big time. Alright, taking out the cadets. Interesting. Okay, let's see what they do with the monument. I think we lose 3. Interesting. Another thing. Okay. I think they want to be looting though with the monument more. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, firebending probably isn't gonna do much. Play the effigy. And attack with it. I think we'll keep this Searslicer Goblin here. Wow, another accumulate wisdom. Nice. Okay, might as well trade, I guess. Alright, we'll play the Bayo. Still get the token. Hopefully this lets me or set a stop at the end of their turn or something. If I can float the mana. Alright, got 2 monuments. Boomerang basics. Assuming that will just bounce this. Pay X, damage to target player. Would like to do that. X is 1. There we go. Alright, well, not looking good here. And Firebend for 4. Wing with everything here. At 6, so they just play like 1 spell, I lose. Yeah. Nothing really I can do about that. Not much I can do. Quench, sure. And that should do it. Make me lose a life. Yep, GG. Alright, opponent goes first. We'll try it. Okay. Mortuary. And lead on... I'll lead on Kellan, I guess. They have removal. I think I'd rather them take this out than the Hired Claw. Okay. See, this attacks. Okay. Well, let's go Goblin then. Get the trigger. Okay. See. There's the land. Could play like this and this. Effigy can get it some damage. Kellan. Let's go Effigy maybe. Sure. Why not? Get in the damage while the damage is good. Trying to think of what kind of sweeper they could have. I'll play this. Not really sure. In green black for 4 mana. Oh, there are some sweepers. There's the X spell. Oh, Ancient Vendetta. Okay. Fleeting Effigy. Alright, well, they're gonna get that one. For sure. But is this 11? Let's see. How much do I have? This is gonna be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, if I play those and give everything haste, that should do it. Alright, well, got there the old-fashioned way. Just mono red stuff. Sweet, sweet. On to the next one. Okay, going first. I'll give this one a keep. And let's go Cadets. See what they got. Playing Wells. Nope, pop at Recruit. Okay. That one. Is that worth taking out with the lesson? Whatever creature you control. Probably. And then let's just do it now so we can get some firebending mana going. And what do we want to do? Play the other one. And we can use that mana. Actually use it to foretell this too. Yeah, let's do that. Kinda cool. You can foretell at instant speed. Alright, nice. There's a Tender Wild Guide. Alright. Well. This is a sorcery though. I can't actually cast it. Let's play this and attack with these. Can foretell another one. I don't think I want to do that. I mean, maybe. Let's see what they do. In terms of blocking. No blocks. Got 4 mana floating. Could pump it into this and do some extra damage. Could foretell this. I mean, I don't think I want to do that. I think I just do some extra damage here. Extra damage. Could pump this again, but I think I want to play the Kellan. Alright. Cool, cool. There's the Badger Mole Cub. Alright, now they're ramping up quite a bit here. We draw a land, though. Ooh, and more wild guides. Did not draw land. Definitely playing this. And I think we still get in with everything. I kind of want to trade off my stuff for their mana. So I think this is fine. See if they want to trade or not. If they have like a Crater Hoof, we'll just like be dead on the backswing. Probably. This is like 2, 4, 6, 8. You got a ton of mana. I only hope they block. They do. Alright, so again, just pump, I think. Pump that. And I guess I could have. Could I have double pumped this? I guess I could have actually done that. That might have been better. Alright, either way. So this will get in. Yeah, we're gonna play the other cadets here. And hope to draw land. We can cast this and see if we can win that way. Ooh, that is an issue. They're not attacking. Oh, there's a land, though. So if we play the land, we're going to get 15 mana. We can attack with everything. They can block. And I could trade off my guys. I don't know. Does it get any better? I mean, they can block, block, block. Or do I just wait until... If I draw another land, I can play the Effigy and play the Comet. And try to swing that way. Next turn, I think I'm just gonna do it. I don't know if this is gonna work. Probably not that good, but at least I get a lot of mana. Forces them to block with their stuff. But these need trample. Yeah, okay, well, this is blocking this, that blocks that, this blocks this, yeah. I can pump a couple times on each of them. But I fear it's not going to be... Okay, 4-4, yeah, 4-4. Sure. I think we have enough mana to trade anyways. And a couple times here. Foretell this, I guess. And yeah, that's all we can do. Not great. Not gonna be enough here. Yep. Oh, hold it back. Oh. We're at 7, so I guess this could do a lot of damage out of nowhere. In theory, if I play this and play this, I can... Well, it's only 5. So, not really doing much. But yeah. GG. Alright. Alright, welcome back to the outro for our Sozin's Comet combo. This one was very interesting. Fun to try to see if this would be any good. Now this card is, well, it is pretty powerful. It makes a ton of mana, and there were some games I made tons of mana and was able to win with it. There are other games where this deck just felt kind of like a worse, mono red deck. And, if you didn't draw the Comet or they just killed all your creatures, it just doesn't do much. So kind of high variance in that regard, but this card is definitely something to kind of keep an eye on, I think, for the future too, if there's any really good outlets for all this mana. I feel like there's not the best outlets. These are sort of like fire-breathing guys that are okay that you can pump all your mana into, and that worked fine for some of the games. But I feel like that you just need more good outlets, like if they just had fire-breathing for just 1 mana for +1, or like a flying, like a dragon whelp kind of thing, that you could put the mana into. I think that would be pretty good with the Sozin's Comet. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know if you have any other ideas for this in the comments below. Bayo was pretty good just in general, but a little hard to set up because I think my opponents just always pointed their removal here. So kind of hard card to set up with this combo, but got there a few games, didn't get there some games. But yeah, I would say a fun one, something to kind of keep an eye on for the future and see if there's other good mana sinks for this in the future, but probably not the most competitive deck right now. But thanks so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed the video and playing something, a little off the beaten path on this channel, of course. So really appreciate you watching and all the support for the channel. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.